Hello everyone, Brian here with another update for the Void demo. In case you've missed the last two updates, here are some of the things we've done so far. On update 1, we made a basic layout of one of the first maps in the game, which is huge. This map is basically our version of Metroid Prime's dock area from the start of Metroid Prime 1. Here's some footage to get a good idea of how much bigger our map is from the map of Metroid Prime 1. In Metroid Prime 1, you shoot open a gate, you use your scan visor, you shoot open another gate, and you jump over the ledge where the door to the facility is just a few feet away. Now, here is our version. In our version of the dock area, it completely dwarfs the dock area from Metroid Prime 1. This allows the player not only to get used to the controls, but it also allows them time to explore the area and get immersed with the unsettling atmosphere of the facility before they even enter the facility. Update 2 goes over the early design of the main menu along with all of its functions. It also showed you a quick glimpse of the character's visor along with the testing room. The testing room shows off the lighting and textures, giving you a better idea of what our game would look like when closer to completion. So now we're at update 3, which will be going over the character functions and hazards. For character functions, we have added the following. Basic character movement with custom mouse sensitivity. Strafing right to left. This feature was important in Metroid Prime since there was a lot of intense boss fights in the game. This is also the case for the Void demo and the Void main game. Sprinting with camera shake and a stamina system. The character is really fit, so you would have to hold the run button for a great amount of time to run dry on stamina. Jump and double jump. While this feature destroys the laws of physics, it also gives the player a great amount of air control when off the ground. Crouch with smooth camera animations. And yes, for the demo, the main character will not be able to use a morph ball feature, which makes sense considering the main character is just a normal soldier that's part of a protective service. So he doesn't have an advanced alien suit like Samus. However, the character from the main game is more than capable of doing such a thing. In fact, the character from the main game can do more than what Samus can, since he isn't exactly 100% human. But that's a thing for another time. Zoom in and zoom out. This feature allows the player to observe stuff from a safe distance. Standard beam. At the moment, the only combat related feature is the standard beam. Nothing special, but in future updates we will have charge beam and missiles, which is probably obvious at this point due to the last update video. Now let's get into the hazards. At the moment, we have basic hazards like acid materials, trip mines, and turrets. Turrets are basic AI enemies. Once the player has entered the trigger radius of the turret, it will activate and start shooting at the player. Of course, there will be more enemy types in the future that will have different AI behaviors and do different amount of damage to the player. Now, there isn't much of a point in demonstrating the hazards of the game if there isn't a health system included. As you can see, there are two health bars on the top of the visor. The first one that goes down is the shield bar. Once the shield loses its energy, the player will be taking damage to the main health bar. If the player's main health bar drains all the way, the player will die and it goes to the game over screen. The game over screen is just a placeholder for right now. In fact, there won't even be a game over screen once the demo is done. Remember, we're trying to stand out from Metroid Prime, so we're gonna change quite a few things. Something as simple as dying in our game will be done in a way like no other game. To put things short, dying will affect your game's story in many ways. And that's all I'm gonna say for now. That is all for today's update. Now, I know it was a bit short, but on weekends we work full days at our jobs, so really the only things we get done is for the remaining time that we have left on that day. But on Wednesday and Fridays, updates will have much more to offer. I can promise you that. Also, we will try our best in sending our update videos earlier. That way more people can see it in the day. If you find this project interesting, then follow us on our devlog page of GameJolt to stay updated. And if you know anyone who's big into the Metroid Prime series, then maybe try sharing our project to them to help spread awareness of the game. With more people aware of this project, the better chance it'll be successful in the long run. Thank you for watching. We will be updating again this Wednesday.